Fourth graders, today we're doing Module 3, Lesson 30, and we're going to see how the number 0, when it's in the whole, how it affects division, okay? 0 is a special number. It sometimes makes things really confusing and sometimes makes things really easy. We're going to see today, we're going to do a couple problems and practice, and we're going to see how 0 affects us when we're doing division, okay? But first, let's talk about the problem of the day. Let's go ahead and write this problem using the standard algorithm, or long division. Okay, what's the whole? What's the whole? Zara?
804.
Yeah, my whole is 804. Who's living in the house? What's the divisor knocking on the door? Kaship? 4, which means we're trying to divide it into 4 equal groups. Now, what's our biggest place value digit that has value? The what's place? Everyone? Hundreds place. I have 800, so imagine 8 dots in the hundreds place value chart. Could I divide that by 4? Yeah. How many hundreds would go into each group? 2. Okay. Put 2 hundreds. How many hundreds did I use up? 2 times 4 is? 8. Okay. So how many do I have left?
0.
None. Okay. Does that mean I'm done?
No.
I'm going to bring down the tens. I'm going to regroup it. And how many tens do I have?
0.
Huh. Here is our learning goal. Today our learning goal is we're going to find out how 0 in the whole affects the quotient, because it's very easy to make silly mistakes. A lot of times we're like, oh, 0 has no value, let's skip it. But let's think about it for a second. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to take 0 dots in the tens column and put them into groups. So how many can go into each group? How many tens? 0. It's very common for 4th and 5th, I'm going to be honest with you, graders, to make a mistake because they don't put the 0 into the quotient in the tens place. Okay. When I put 0 tens into each group on your place value chart, how many tens did I use up? 0 times 2 is 0. So how many are left? 0, because 0 minus 0 is 0. Do you guys see how it's very easy for a mathematician who's thinking very quickly to skip this part? Because we know in our heads, duh, 0 minus 0 is 0. We don't need to write anything. But you do, because if you don't write anything, you're going to skip the whole tens place. I'll show you what that might look like later, okay? But for now, let's finish our problem. We have 4 ones, and we want to divide it by 4. How many ones can go into each group? Everyone?
1.
1. How many are used up? 4. And how many are left?
0.
So our quotient is 201, and our remainder is 0. Let me show you what you might do if you get confused about the 0. This is what might happen. I have 804 in my whole. I'm going to divide it by the divisor of 4. Okay, 8 divided by 4, duh, that's 2. Very good. Okay, I have nothing left, 0. Okay, good. I bring down the 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. And 4 minus, there we go. And my answer is 21. Do you guys see how if I skip this step of 0 tens, my place values get wrong, get messed up, and the 1, instead of being in the ones place where it belongs, ends up in the tens place. Or actually, really, then everything just gets shifted. It's really 21 was my answer, which is not right, okay? Luckily, to help us make sure that we didn't make a mistake, we can check our work using multiplication. If we believe our quotient is 201, how can we multiply to check our work? What multiplication equation could we do? Varsity?
201 times 4.
Okay, and if I did my place value wrong and I believed that the answer was 21, I would do 21 times 4. You guys help me multiply 201 times 4, and I'll multiply 21 times 4, and we'll see whose check shows that their answer was correct. Go. Okay, I got 84. Does that equal to the whole? So if I check to make sure my answer is right, and I do not end up with the whole, that says, oh no, watch out. Error, 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 watch out. Check your work again. But if you do 201 times 4, and you get 804, does that tell you, yes, I was right? Absolutely. Okay, so make sure you check your work.